Thank you for that introduction. I'm Claire Diaz-Ortiz, and I lead social innovation at Twitter, and I'm also the author of a book called Twitter for Good, which came out a few months ago, which basically talks about how people use Twitter to make a difference in the world. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the connection, the inextricable connection between mobile technology and social good. And this is a topic that I am extremely passionate about. This is why I wake up in the morning and why I go to bed at night. This is what I do in my daily work, and it is what I do as my hobby. It is trying to find connections between technology and social good and trying to find a way to make the world a better place using the technology we have at our fingertips. So today I'm going to be talking about the 4 essential qualities that mobile technology offers that are particularly poised to creating social change in this world. I'm going to talk about information now. We've talked about connection, now we'll talk about information. The spread of open information is perhaps the most critical thing that mobile technology has helped us with. This is my favorite journalist. This is Nick Kristof. Nick Kristof is one of the best journalists on Twitter. He's won the Pulitzer Prize twice, the first one long before Twitter existed. And he is passionate about empowering women around the world. He wrote a book recently called Half the Sky, which has had huge success because of its message that we need to help women out of situations of sex trafficking, out of poverty, out of uneducation. And Nick Kristof has done many amazing things on Twitter. He takes his phone everywhere and he reports what he's doing, and he, along with many other journalists, has done an incredible job of changing what we think about journalism today. But Nick Kristof hasn't done something as amazing as this in a long time. And this was in November when he live tweeted a brothel raid. And this is a powerful thing. And we maybe forget what this means because we live in a world of Twitter and Facebook, and we live in a world where we are getting news in the second that it happens. But this could not have happened 5 years ago. And the implications of a journalist live tweeting something so powerful is incredibly far-reaching. Now, you don't have to be a journalist to create this kind of news, though. This is a photo from when a plane landed in the Hudson River. And this photo was taken by someone on one of the rescue boats. And this photo immediately, which was then taken via TwitPic, sent out via Twitter, was the photo accompanying the article about this terrible crash for so long. And this was just taken by a person. It wasn't taken by a journalist. The Arab Spring is clearly our best lesson of this. I will give one small example from that, and that is that the January 25th hashtag JAN25, was not created by a journalist. It was not created by Andy Carvin from NPR or from Nick Kristof or from anyone from Al Jazeera who was in Cairo on January 25th of 2011. It was created by a 21-year-old female student, and it was the Twitter hashtag that brought all the tweets on that day and in the weeks and months to follow together. This is the best story, though. This is James Buck. And James Buck reminds us all that the power of mobile technology to tell information, to share information, is real time. It is instantaneous, and that is why it works so well. James Buck is a photojournalist and blogger from California, and in 2008, again, this is not 2011 or 2012, in 2008, James Buck went to Cairo to cover some political protests. He found himself in a predicament at one of these protests. He was arrested. And when they put him in the back of the cop car, they did not take his mobile phone, and so he sent out a tweet that said, "Arrested." Maybe he sent it via a smartphone, maybe he sent it via SMS. I don't know. But I do know that it said "arrested," and I do know that within hours, this tweet had connected his family and friends back home and the US ambassador to get him out. And the next tweet he sent was freed. And this is the power of news, the power of the information that we can send via mobile technology when each of us are journalists and information purveyors and change makers. An Egyptian blogger told me that she believed that mobile phones were the equivalent of handheld democracy. And I agree with her, but I would go one step further, and I would simply say that mobile phones give us handheld power. We can share our experiences with the world, learn about the experiences of others, and ultimately change the world as a result.